likes to bring the action. Mike RJ says, that's my brother. Whose brother? Who are all these brothers? And Farouk says, that's my wife. Yes, Prakshati is Farouk's wife. They are such a great couple. They play poker together all the time in Philly and Jersey. Love to see my friends out there. Mike and Track Abyss, you gotta tell me who your brothers are. Oh, what's happening on Larry's straddle hand? He's got his Jack 6. He might raise this. What do we think? Oh, Squirrel's raising.
27, seat 7.
Squirrel raising with 27 with 9-7 off. Let's go, Squirrel. Showing some action here.
Call, fold 9, call from 1, fold 3.
Lucas
call
makes
4.
the call with 8-5 suited. Trying to get a little tricky there. He's used to playing with these guys. He knows they like to mix it up. And Drew with the King 10 off, he's in there. Got the best hand now. Let's see. King 10-3 with 2 spades. Drew hits 2 pair and Larry's got his flush draw.
Check seat 6.
Wonder if he's going to check raise here. He does like to mix it up. Ooh, checks around. Ooh, brings in the hearts for Lucas. Steve, I'm thinking would make a bet here with his 2 pair. Want to protect somewhat.
Bet from seat
We want
4.
some chips in the pot.
80.
Andrew's in there.
Yes.
Farouk says he tries not to be at the same table with Prakshati because she will likely kick his ass. Prakshati is a very good player. I try not to be on her table as well. And at the final table, she kept raising my big blind. We did get it in together and we each had ace, king, chop it up. I don't like to play with my friends. What does the chat say about playing with your friends or people you know? I am not a big fan. I don't want to take my friends' money if I'm playing a cash game, and I don't want to knock them out if I'm in a tournament. Kim, my friend Kim Mercer, she took me out not once but twice yesterday in a tournament.
Call from seat 6.
I shoved my ace queen and ran into her ace king. I forget what the first one was.
Yeah,
oh, she misread her hand. She misread her hand and she was good. I had a flush draw, straight draw, all kinds of things. But it was all good. I never get upset.
Knit fold right there.
That's not true. I hate getting
Not
knocked
what I was
out.
hoping for either.
Heads up.
All right, look at this. We've got heads up. Larry and Drew. Drew with the 2 pair. Larry whiffed his flush draw. What's he think he's going to do?
All in from seat 4.
All in.
I like to do the fast lane. No fear.
Drew is not afraid of being counterfeit at all.
You have balls. I like balls. You know what that's from, Rick?
What's that?
You know what that's from?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said you have balls. I like balls.
What is that from? What is that from?
I don't even know. I know it's from a movie though.
Drew picks
I
up
was
a
gonna say.
pot, 173. Nice hand, Drew. Nice hand. He took that move
Yeah.
right away from Larry.
Garbage.
I thought he
23.
might have
What did he
shoved
raise?
there.
27.
Where is
got
he?
some chips in to
Where's
try and
the?
bluff at
Somebody
that
put the
pot.
live stream on. I can see this.
Come on down to the Royal Card Club in Austin.
Wait, what?
Play some poker with us. Like and subscribe in the chat.
Austin if you pay them, or they pay
Let's
you.
go, Steve.
I like that better.
Well, from Wales,
Zach.
pay them. But when the
Zach, that's your dad.
TV ads
Awesome.
come on,
Thanks for
Takes
joining
away
us,
the
Zach.
ads and
Listen,
the
I love
ads
playing
and
with
the
your
ads
dad.
on the
He is always in there. He loves to mix it up. Loves to be in a hand with me. I tell him all the time, why you want to get my chips?
the big balls and places like that.
He's such a great guy. We appreciate him being here.
See what that does for
All
us?
right, Drew is our chip leader right now. He's got the most added to his stack.
Fold 8.
Larry's a little
Okay,
down,
good
but
catch,
it's
yeah.
early.
7?
Yeah.
Call
I don't know if anybody
Fold
keeping
4.
track of the time for Prop Shotty. We might have to call the airline, say, hold up
Yeah,
that
get some college
plane.
kids in here,
She's
that'd be
coming.
good.
Ace 7 for Tricky Rick and King 9 suited for Drew.
Bet 5, C4.
Drew's got a gut shot and leads out
Raise
Tricky.
15, C9.
Tricky says, I raise. Put him to the test. Drew
Call,
calls. He's got the flush draw, gut shot, straight draw. Ooh, and that flush just, boom, comes in there.
Bet 25, C9.
Tricky knows he has a club, but it isn't good. And you still need one more. Drew is not going anywhere. He's just gonna reel him in. Oh gosh. Well, that might help. That might help Tricky get away from the hand. 4 card straight, 3 clubs. Can't think his ace is good here.
Bet
Go
65,
Tricky from the 1 foot.
C4.
Hello, 1 foot. Rooting for Tricky. We're happy he is here with us tonight. Oh, he's going for the raise. Not the right time. Oh no, sorry. Thought he was grabbing for extra chips. You can get away from this, Tricky. It's tough, you know, sometimes you watch these young whippersnappers. You always think they're bluffing you.
Never played with you before. I don't know how you play.
Very tough board to bluff on. Especially when Tricky only has an ace and it's not a great kicker. So much beats him. 2 pair beats him. King beats him. Flush beats him. Set. 1 pair, no good, Tricky.
65?
Yes, sir.
Go Tricky, that's my dad, Emma. Hi, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us. We are so happy you are here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like, share, and
see it now.
subscribe.
I think he's got me. I wanna
Ooh,
see it
Tricky.
Yeah, you did.
Ouch. That one's
Yeah,
gonna
right.
take a little hurt.
Just the nuts.
Okay. Just the
Well, now I
nuts.
know when you bet you've got it.
That's perfect. That's right.
All I've seen
Next
was
time
folds up to
Drew's
this point,
gonna be
so.
bluffing. It's gonna mix it up. Shawty's in with King 10.
Call from C9.
Tricky with King Deuce.
Call 1.
Lucas Jack 9.
Raise
Steve
15,
gets rid of that
C4.
8-4, and Drew just flats with Ace King. Oh, nope. He put the raise in. Drew raises to 15 with Ace King suited. Hello, Christopher. He says, sup, Zach?
Raise to 30, seat 6.
He must be a fan of Steve Sack. Welcome, welcome, Christopher. Thanks for joining us. Please make sure you hit that like button.
I'll donate for now.
I wonder if that's Farouk.
I'm
Is
watching.
that a ding for Prakshati to get up and go play?
Call from C1.
Representing Sac City. Let's go, Poppy. Zach says, let's go. All right, we've got Larry with a 7-8 suited and Drew Ace King. Larry 3-bet with his 7-8 suited.
30 from seat 6.
Wonder if he thought Drew was squeeze playing here. Larry actually gets a piece. He bets and Drew just calls. He's got a black backdoor hearts and overs. Oh, and he just hits that ace. Oh, floats and hits.
Bet 100, seat 6.
Larry is not afraid. He needs that 8 or 7 on the river. He needs a 7 or 8 on the river.
Heads up.
Bet 100 and Drew called. Big pot 3, inconsequential 3.
Check 6, 6.
Unlikely 3-bet 5-6. Although he 3-bet 7-8.
That's 6.
Drew is not afraid, and he is putting in the bet of 60. 60 into a pot of 388. Larry just, I think, showboating here. He's not going to call. He might. Drew made it small enough, and you might want to see it. But he's got to know he's beat.
Kings, queens, it all has to call.
Larry hates folding.
Are you a base?
You have it. Pretty sure you do. I'm gonna find out
Larry
later.
hates folding.
Let's take the ice cream before we go.
Ah, he folds. He folds. And Drew's just scooping up the chips. Big pot, big pot.
A little bit harder.
Nice one.
That's just hilarious.
I can't remember. ACR. I like to play ACR. You can play
Wanna raise this
ACR
one?
all over, but it is not one of the legal sites here in the U.S. I wish it was.
Calls.
I can get anything out of him tonight. All right.
And check draw.
You might have something this time.
5 players.
All right, we are 2, 4, 5 way to a flop.
Check, check.
Set of 4s for Drew, heart draw for Larry, heart draw for Nut, heart draw for Squirrel. Tricky's got no piece of it with his ace-8, and Steve with his 9-10 doesn't have a piece. Drew checked his set, and Larry bet his heart draw. Squirrel called the Nut heart draw, and let's see if Drew pops it up. It's
That was my nickname
15,
in high school.
Was it really?
Mm.
45 total.
and he does. Flush draws aren't really going to fold here for another 30. Drew just wants that extra value in case he has that. In case that's what they're drawing and they miss. Squirrel's got the nut flush draw here. If he raises here, would be putting a lot of pressure on Larry, would have to go, but Squirrel just calls.
3 players.
3 comes in, 3 of clubs. That's now Larry's open-ended and a flush draw, and Squirrel is gut shot and
100
the
total.
nut flush draw.
Pair calls.
Drew is betting 100, almost half pot, a little less than half. Now Drew's really got to be thinking. We know the heart draw's there. The heart draw is there. But what other possibilities? Can't put anybody on a set of kings. Doubtful set of
Yes,
fives.
sir, I'm sorry.
We've got 3-way. We have got a nice sized pot here.
3 players.
He is looking for a blank. Oh, out in the luck box. Larry just gets there.
Pair checks.
Luck box Larry. We don't call him luck box Larry for nothing.
Pair goes all in.
All in. Surprised he doesn't go a little smaller for value. Squirrel hit his 7 and he knows it can't be any good. Larry's all in for 327. I think I would have liked a little less. I don't know that Andrew pays all in, but maybe he's looking at you like you might have the missed flush draw, which you did. 4 card straights are a little scary. Andrew is going to really think this through. That takes a huge chunk out of his stack.
Pair calls.
And he makes the call. He's going to see the bad
Pair
news.
checks straight.
That's a tough one. Well
Frickin'
done. So Larry gets max value. How dumb am I? Thank you so much, Farouk. Yes,
River.
go
Wow.
Prakshati, yes. I'm glad you heard from Prakshati. Awesome. Thank you so much for all the luck and the love. We appreciate it. You have a great night, Farouk. Thank you.
Ooh, my heart. One time.
RMC Candle. RMC Candle, where is this at? This is the Royal Card Club in Austin, Texas.
That's the
Where are
hell
you
of a- I
at,
thought you had ace
RMC?
deuce.
I was like, Miss Hearts.
Where are you at? Poker Stars, Farouk. Yeah. Yep. Play that.
I was actually hoping for missing hearts too and getting the 7. If you guys said much bright in the skies.
We are here at the Royal Card Club in Austin. Live at the Royal is our channel. Please like and subscribe and share. That last hand really took the wind out of the sails for Drew. He went from being our top profiter
I know, we
to
do.
now he's down
Well, the guy
194.
that has only thought
Larry
the
is
table, how
up
much do I have to bet to get you out? Is now the
5-19.
tip leader.
Drew took a big hit in the hand with Larry earlier. He's trying to work his way back up into the green. Larry folds his 5-6. Squirrel waking up to kings. What? We had a straddle to 6 and Squirrel made it 15. Tricky folds. Lucas folds. Steve folds. And Drew trying to crack it with 8-3. He hits that 3. But Squirrel is still ahead with his kings. He's gonna bet almost pot. $30. Drew knows Squirrel hasn't played a lot of hands. He's betting big. Hard for Drew to gonna make a move if he misses. And a second pair. Nice hand, Squirrel. Nice hand. Shaggy Steve, aka the Merkin. Hi, John Davies. Thank you so much for joining us in chat.
Love it, girl.
Thanks
I
for
thought I could do the
watching
call over there.
live at the Royal. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Call.
You had a set. Something
Don't
crazy.
forget to hit that like button now that you're here.
Pretty good. I had 3.
Subscribe and share to all your friends. What are you up to tonight, John? You playing some poker? Larry with King Jack. Putting in a raise to 8. Squirrel folds 9 deuce. Tricky Rick 9 jack diamonds. He calls and Skywalker calls with pocket 10s. Steve's in there, King 7 of hearts. Nobody else has hearts. And Drew with the 7-9 of clubs. Ace 8-3 rainbow. Nobody has an ace. Larry's our original raiser. He's gonna lead out here.
10. No.
Tricky gets away from it. Lucas calls, he's got a pair.
3 players.
And Drew calls with 7-9. Wow, he must have known a backdoor might have come in. He's got 6, 7, 8, 9. He is open-ended. Who had hearts? I think somebody folded hearts. Steve, maybe? Larry's still going to fire. He is repping. He's betting 25. Lucas says that doesn't really change much. I call. And now Drew with open-ended is going to call. Let's see if he luck boxes against Larry and hits that straight. Ooh. A 4, not a 5. He needed that 5.
3 checks.
Lucas is going to bet. Only thing to do here for Drew is to raise. He knows he can't take it down. Doesn't think anybody is really that strong.
105 total.
I love the move. He had a plan.
C6 fold.
Larry definitely can't call. Lucas can think if he, what does he call on the flop and the turn? It wasn't really a straight draw. The heart draw didn't come in until the turn. it's not really that he missed much. Drew could be representing pocket threes here,
God.
pocket eights. Doesn't have pocket aces.
Was it one something?
Lucas has to really think Drew is bluffing here and thinking through the story. Nice, Drew. What a move. And Lucas really doesn't want to let them go. He wants to show the bluff. He wants to show the bluff so bad. Nice. He calls with nothing on the flop and turns.
I had you, but I didn't want a hero call either.
So he's got one of those. That's when you've got to have a plan in motion. What am I going to do on the turn? What am I going to do on the river? When a board that dry there, he can make some moves.
you're right. It's been 2
Look at
years.
that pocket three. Thank you all for joining us in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Share us to all your friends. We want to grow the channel. We all want you to come out and play here on the live stream. Join us for cash games, tournaments here at Live at the Royal. We've got our first tournament coming up this week. Go to our website and check out the schedule. We've got our first daily coming.
What?
Larry calling with
Larry
5-7
the Limper?
of diamonds.
Larry the
Limping on the button. Just like
That never
Lucas says.
happened.
Larry
How about to let us have our
doesn't
first
limp.
Hell yeah. Here we go.
What is
There we go.
happening?
Here we go.
I was going to be a bully, but
4-6
I'm not
way
gonna
to a flop family pot. All kinds of hands here.
I don't think I like any part of that.
No more Kit Kats. Oh, Zach, listen, I love me a Kit Kat. Ooh, Drew smashes this flop.
7, check 9,
Trip 8s for Drew.
bet 15, sequence, fold,
And Lucas betting into him, betting out with the flush draw.
call,
Drew is
C4,
calling.
fold C6, call C7,
Squirrel calls with the jack.
three cards.
Ten of clubs.
Check C7,
Now Drew's got the 8 and open-ended. Trip 8's an 8, 9, 10 jack. Lucas still betting out his flush draw. Drew going nowhere. He might pop it here because he has so much. Nope, he just calls.
4,
He says, I don't want you to go anywhere. And Squirrel still has his jack.
fold,
He's getting out of there. Somebody's got something, he says. Heads up.
river.
Ooh, Lucas misses his flush draw. This works out well for Drew. But is Lucas going to try and represent a 10? What kind of 10 bets the flop, bets the turn, and bets the river? 10 jack? 8 10? Maybe he has an 8?
I can't hear like specifics, but
He bets
Air conditioner.
50 into 157.
Call.
Drew makes the call. Well done. Good job, Drew.
Yeah, you got it.
Awesome try, Lucas. It's hard when you're betting the flop, betting the turn, and the river. Especially when that board pairs.
Oh, no, I had 2, 3 of spades.
And they just
picked
get
a bad
Lucas
time
to
to
tell him right away. He says, don't worry about stream. I'll tell you right now. Nice. I love the heart, Lucas.
Yeah.
Keep going
Well,
for
I mean,
it.
that's. I probably should have gone bigger, but I
There's
still
a
don't think I
lot
can
of
get you off a
hands that
full
he gets
house.
to fold there. Drew raising early position with 3-4
Fold
off.
C6,
Larry folds 4-6.
call from C7,
Squirrel calling 5-6.
call from C9,
Queen 9. Queen 9 from Tricky Rick. And Lucas ace-5 suited. They want to see hands. Steve's got
Larry should have been
ace-7
in it.
suited. Larry
Yeah,
can't
family
believe he
pot.
folded.
almost everyone.
He was like, what? deuce, 3, 7, 2 clubs. Lucas has the nut flush draw. He's got a gut shot straight draw. Steve has pocket a pair of 7s. Drew hit his 3. Squirrel. Squirrel is looking for the gut shot 4.
Call from C board.
And
Still Texas.
Still in
Tricky
Texas.
call.
Still in
Oh,
Texas.
I'm sorry.
Queen of diamonds on the turn doesn't really change much, except that tricky called with queen 9 on a board of deuce 7-3 and hit it.
I'll check.
Check
Drew
C4.
with the pump fake goes to bet,
I guess there was check from seven.
and tricky.
Yeah,
Tricky
I
betting
didn't
out of
see the check.
turn.
I didn't see it. But
I saw- I
he said
saw
he
him
checked
go
with
like
bet
that.
20
My
from
bad.
C9.
Oh,
Need to
no,
check right
maybe
there.
Squirrel
Okay.
did check.
I just missed it. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. Just wanna make sure I wasn't being
Yeah,
disrespectful.
call from
Lucas says,
C1.
I have a nut flush draw. I am not folding. And here comes Drew.
Raise to
He
100.
is popping.
4, fold C7.
Don't think he's getting tricky away from this. If you float to hit a queen and you hit it, there's no straight that happened yet.
I didn't know Min had a field possibility for the electrics.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
I just didn't think that was a one that they would. Yeah.
Been around forever.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's been around for forever. It's just one that I didn't expect.
We know that Drew likes to make moves. He's shown the bluff before. If Tricky thinks about that, he might just get it all in here. Put Drew to the real test.
That's what Larry just said. Is it break that thing was a.
I think his queen is good. It's a little tough when we have queen 9,
Yeah,
right?
back in the day, dude.
Does he think that Drew called with a queen and hit a better one?
Back in the day, they had it.
It's hard to float and just hit your card,
No, that one's actually
make a
very
pair.
recent, I think.
It's hard to make a pair in this game.
Yeah, I think it's fairly recent. Rock climbing.
Saw some clips of that.
Nothing
seen it
better than
before.
Italy.
Oh. Oh, Rick. Lucas isn't going anywhere. He's got the nut flush draw. 80 more to call. And
They got
nut
singles.
flush
100
draw
total?
and a gut shot.
So we got 20, 30, 40,
Fortunately,
50,
he
60,
needs
70.
Drew's 4.
Yeah.
100 doll hairs.
Sorry, I called.
Lucas says, I call.
Like all of a sudden, I'm a fan of a sport I didn't know I'd be a fan of. All right, heads up to the river.
Oh, and the nuts come out. Nut flush for Lucas. He's first to act. Does he
Check.
think Drew will bet this if he checks? Are you gonna go for it, Drew? I like the fact that Lucas tries to goad him into betting. But
All in and
yeah,
out.
there you go.
And a call.
Nice, just got him to do it, Lucas. Sometimes it's so hard when you've got the nuts, you want to get paid. And if you think you've got an aggressive enough opponent that they're going to bet into you, you can do the check.
I don't know why I put you on clubs.
There's
and your clubs got there, and I
nothing worse than losing value.
I was like, I'm
If
so
Drew
invested
checks
in
back there,
We all
Yeah.
did it. That shit.
put you on clubs.
If he'd have shoved on the turn, you're folding, right?
I thought I made it. I should have made it.
No, I think if you shove on the turn.
nice hands, nice hands.
400 more.
Look at this aggression frequency. Tricky Rick up 49%. Drew at 47%. Larry 44. Steve at 40. Squirrel and Skywalker 36 and 30. They're all aggressive. They like to make some moves here at the Royal.
You want to take that live stream off the thing and put tomorrow's tournament on it?
Check us out on Poker Atlas. We've got tournaments going up for tomorrow. You can sign up on Poker Atlas. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Raise 10, seat 7.
We want Live at the Royal channel to go out to all your friends. We thank you so much for being here.
Raise 55, seat 4.
Tell us in chat what you want to see on stream. You want that 7 deuce game? You want some crazy prop bets? More bomb pots? Can you tell I want some bomb pots? Ace deuce for Steve. Ace deuce of diamonds. Drew 3 bets to 55 with pocket 9s. Lucas has king jack and it's 45 for him to call. King jack of diamonds.
1 folds 3,
Steve gets rid of the nut diamonds.
10 short.
He folds his ace
Oh, really?
deuce.
I counted out right. See, I got
And
out
here
of
we
that.
go, heads up. Lucas is on the button. We've got your classic flip, a pair versus 2 overs. Ooh, Lucas hits his king, Drew hits his set, but it's 3 clubs. Both of them have all red cards. King, queen. Lucas has a gut shot now, and a pair. Drew bets out 15 into a
45.
pot of 147. Gets Lucas to pop it up to 45.
Call from seat 4.
And Drew calls. 5 of hearts doesn't really change anything. Nobody's afraid of that.
Check.
Drew checks. Lucas checks. And Drew shows the set of 9s. Well done, well done. One of those hands where it really sucks when there's 3 clubs and your opponent's popping you one. Do you really think he's got the flush? We don't want that. We want the value when we have our set. Nice hand, nice hand. Andrew is trying to build back those stacks. He lost a few big ones before, but he has heart. He is playing hard.